Retro video games pickup video today. I picked up 3 Sega Genesis video games. One on Sunday, 2 yesterday on Monday. This will be going up Wednesday. But at great prices. You might have seen one in the screenshot. I'm also doing this video on 3 different platforms. 2 are on YouTube, but another channel. 3 different ways I'm doing this. I filmed it for Buried Under Cliches, my other YouTube channel. Just me and my normal voice, no gum, no tapping. On here, whispering, tapping. And then I want to do it for Patreon while on the treadmill with some tapping on the treadmill. I want to see how it's going to work. Might be a little dangerous, but hey, check out my Patreon if you feel like you want to. I'll throw the link in that for that in channel description, the video description, and also for Buried Under Cliches. But the first game I picked up, and I was like, I should have picked up some other games. I said this that day. We ended up going back. Obviously Monday, I said that on Sunday. But this one, Quackshot, starring Donald Duck. $15. It is complete. I've been looking for this. The card's in good condition. Manuals, and it's got some pens and whatever, but no writing in it or anything. I've been looking for this game for like 2 months on eBay, but it's like $35, $40 to get this one complete. It's got the tab too. I used to cut these off. That price is incredible. Like, this is the place where I got Bloodstone for $8 for the 360, and Tecmos were both $3. They have great prices. And 15 for this fantastic used Donald Duck here, obviously, with his plunger gun. You go from area to, there's like 5, maybe 4, 5, 6 different areas, and there could be more. You fly to each one, but you can go back and forth to them, but sometimes you'll need to get a certain item from a certain area and bring it back to another one to be able to access new areas and stuff. Nice looking game, really fun. Enjoyed this one as a kid, and I've been looking for it. I saw this at $15. I was like, oh, I'm getting this. Like, you don't come across a lot of these games. Even in some retro, this is not, the place I go to is not a retro video game store straight up. It has games, but it's more toys, comics, stuff like that, DVDs, some apparel, like cartoons, video games, shit. They probably have some Pokemon stuff in their cards and shit too. I don't know. Even like the retro games stores I would go to on Long Island, you wouldn't find a lot of these. Like, they'd have a lot more games in this place, but just coming across these and the other two, like, complete. And they might have to card only and stuff, but super happy to get this. And also, still, the best game case for me personally, out of any game case that's ever been in the history of video games. The Sega Genesis, original Genesis pattern, checkerboard pattern. They changed it up, you'll see it in a minute. I think this design ended in like 92. Quackshot for 15. Now, I knew I wanted to go back and get one of the games, but I'm like, I want to look up this other game and see what it's worth. I got it for 20. This thing sells for 55 to like 75 complete. And it is Landstalker. And it has a tab as well. Also complete. It's got a little damage to the artwork. I mean, to the plastic of the box. Stalker King's Ransom. I had heard of this game. I'd never played it. They all work, the games I tested. The save battery in this one works because it had a save on it still. Manual. The cartridge is a little, looks like it has a little, like, almost like a couple pin marks on it, maybe. It's, just like fading and stuff. But it's not the worst. This game has like what do they call it here on the back? A 3/4 overhead view of the mysterious surroundings. But $20, like this game. And this is real quickly. Come on. It's not even close, man. Look how much better the checkerboard looks. This isn't bad. If it was always like this from the beginning, so be it. And even the Sega Genesis here looks a lot better than just the Genesis here. Anyway, that's my opinion on that. But I'm excited to give this one a play. Like I said, I threw it in. I started up the save one just to test it. But I'm excited to give this one a play. If anyone's ever played this, let me know. But once again, people selling this $55, $75, and those are ones that have sold. They're also listed for some listed a lot higher because that's eBay. Someone usually is on there listing it at like $150 of random games that are not worth anywhere near that. Tabs, well, I thought, like, I was like, how much were they selling that one for? I'm like, was it 25? Was it 35? Even 35 would be a good deal. I was like, 20, no, I'm grabbing this now too. Because I only really went in with the intention of getting the one game, the next game. When I realized this was there too, and I was like, wow, it sells for 55. So if I'm not into this and I want to sell it, I can make some profit. Not a ton. I'm not gonna make $150 or something, but hey, if I can make my money back and then another $15, $20, hey, cool. But I want to try to play it first, see if I enjoy it. That's Landstalker. And the third one is missing the tab. I used to cut them off when I was a kid too. But it's Cast of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse. Now this one was from 1990. Same awesome artwork. This one is damaged in a bit. Plastic here is cut, and there's damage to the artwork. Nothing crazy. Obviously the tab's cut. This was $10. This is another one, like, complete. I should look, because it's like 35 to 55, but people start to go nuts on eBay. Let me look it up real quick. Come on, where is it? I looked last night, and I cannot. It sells for more than $10, but I'm trying to think if it sells for like. Someone's selling it for 50 complete. 40 something, no manual. 37 for the card only. 60 complete. Some of these might be in a little bit better shape as well, so. Not that this is in terrible condition. It's a little beat up, but I've seen a lot worse. And they've been selling for like, anywhere between $35, $55, $60. This is another classic back in the day. I didn't own this one back in the day. I either borrowed it from a friend or I rented it. But you're Mickey, and it's another colorful game and stuff. It's got some stuff on the thing. Nice bright colors and shit. Some marks here. This card's in pretty good shape as well. Manual's got some wear to it, but once again, whatever. There's no writing in the manuals or anything. They also have World of Illusion there for 20, which is also a pretty good price as well. I might go back in there like a week or two if that's there, so be it. But it's kind of cool to go back to this place periodically and see if they have more Genesis games in there that I want to pick up. Because I like collecting the complete, or at least in the box, Genesis games. If the price is really good on a loose copy, I'll do that too. Because I have a lot more loose games, Genesis games than complete ones. But, I mean, $10 is an incredible price for this. Like, this could have still been 20, even with, this, the rip tab, this, and that, which isn't even brutal. He still could have had this for easily a 20, if not 30. I said the price of this place is fantastic. But I was super happy to find these. Like, I'm glad I went back and they were still there, which is encouraging because I'm like, man, if I was back in New York on Long Island and they had, like, if these games were these prices in, like, East End Gaming or Video Game Trading Post or the one in Babylon, the one in the Unique Bazaar, or any number of the other ones that are floating around on the island. There's a lot of retro game stores on Long Island. If like, say I got lucky and I got this one and I didn't purchase the other ones, if I went back the next day, these would be gone. If they were not just gone before I even knew they were there, This is the one I'm most excited about, though. Although I'm excited to play Cast of Illusion, and I want to just get into Landstalker, see if I like it. This is the, I think this was made by Sega, Lighthouse Studios. I think this is like kind of in the same. It has the same graphical design as the Shining Force games, kind of, and more so like even Shining in the Darkness. It has a very similar like graphical, even though that was like a first-person dungeon crawler. Shining Darkness, fantastic game by the way, but that was like the original. That was like the first of the Shining in the Darkness, Shining Force, and then Shining Force 2. But I think Shining in the Darkness is part of that series, but it might not be. But this has similar style. It's a completely different type of game, but the graphical style is similar in how it looks. But yeah, some great retro game pickups for great prices. 20, 15, 10. Complete. Excited to get them. Some Sega Genesis pickups, and thanks for watching.